He's the boy that builds the boat, and he's the boy that sailed her, and he's the boy that catches the fish and takes them home to laser. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chop, chop, oh, ah, woo, ah. We like to have a little family therapy, a little conflict before. We're going to talk about conflict tonight, aren't we, Mo?
Yes, Dad, we are.
Yes, we are. But first, we're singing about the time I was up in the Peace River.
Oh, the Peace River.
Yeah, and it wasn't long after we went out in the break at the big dance, the big barn dance. And we went out and the mud was all over the parking lot. There was 3 fights going on.
Yeah.
And Larry says to me, he says, look at that one in the middle, Joe. Look at that, who that is fighting in the middle. It was 2 women. They were beating the bejesus out of each other in the mud. Well, I guess they do that like for TV, don't they? Mud wrestling.
Kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer.
I forgot my shit. I must not. Yeah, this is really good too, eh? I must not have been very cool the last show because I didn't have my shades on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, right after the break there, I introduced my friend, to my little darling.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't
How'd that
long.
go?
Well, not that good. That's how I wrote this song, So all you got to do is listen to it. It was a big hit for Patty Page and Patsy Cline.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened because that was long before I was born. But, we space and time travel. We do that in the show, don't we? We're going to do it in just a minute because the limo is showing up right outside your door to your mind right now. So slip right in the back there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because we got to travel back in time. We got to travel out the old country road. We're going out to the old cornfield of dreams where the old artists come out. They're not baseball players like Costner's. They're old artists that come out and request their songs. Are we singing now?
Yeah.
I was waltzing with my darling to Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my darling while they were waltzing. My friend stole my sweetheart from me. Hey, I remember that night in the Tennessee waltz, and only you know just how much I have lost. Oh, yes, I lost my little darling. And that they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz.
That beautiful Tennessee waltz.
Yes, I remember that night in the Tennessee waltz, and only you know just how much I have lost. Oh, yes, I lost my little darling. Not they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz. That beautiful Tennessee waltz. Hey, that beautiful Tennessee waltz. Lost my little darling Mo. There we went. Jimmy Joe put that on the radio of the limo, and that's back to the 50s, 1953. You got painful eyes, Mo. Is something paining you? Your blood sugar drop?
Oh, is my mascara running? No, I'm just always in a constant state of pain.
Get this up, man. Get
Pain
that up a
and
little
sorrow.
bit. Yeah. Oh, maybe if I just tilt it like that. Can you still hear me good?
I can hear you, Dad.
All right. Okay. Now. What now?
Now we take the ride.
Oh, we got to take the ride.
Yeah. But you could say something about conflict if you want.
Well, because of what's going on now, I just wanted to say that, war is still just conflict.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word just.
Yeah.
But it's conflict taken into an intensity and it's big conflict.
Yeah.
Right? But our brain does that.
Yeah.
Even alone in ourselves.
Yeah.
The reptilian brain is going evolve, and you need to survive and procreate in order to evolve. How do you evolve if you don't survive and procreate? See? But it's still about evolve. And all the brain is doing is making up puzzles, games, and stories about how to do that as good as it can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And people get different ideas about what the right thing to do to get there is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they get pretty excited about it, and they start killing each other.
Well, there's that scary thing when when you decide you want something, and you start going like, wait a minute, no, wait, let's think this out. But you can tell that your body has already locked in on it, and it's like, we're gonna do this no matter what you reason out.
Okay, and now I'll tell you, this is really good that you said that, because it gave me a chance to tell you what's happening in the brain. You know what you want, just like you just said. You know what you want. Then your brain makes up the puzzle that you need to solve to get that.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Now, when you go to do a puzzle, even puzzles that you like, there's angst involved.
Yeah.
There's a tension. Things are apart, and you got to get them back together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's conflict.
Yeah.
When you add another person, and you start getting up to the level of whole tribes with leaders, can you see how complex it gets? But it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Trying to evolve.
Yeah.
Is that it?
It just sucks when things come down to one crazy guy. It's like
leadership, that's part of human nature too. They never would have made it this far without the leaders. And that's part of the problem that the world has. That a lot of this, it seems to be the problem that democracy has. It ends up getting people that aren't really leaders.
Yeah.
It's whoever can put on the best show gets to be leaders. And the guys behind the scenes who consider themselves the real leaders, they like it that way. Because they're either easier to control.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a ride.
Gonna take a ride.
Gonna take a ride.
We're gonna take a ride.
Up past the honky tonk.
Past the honky tonk.
And past the county line.
Past the county line.
Through the amber waves of grain.
The waves of grain.
And past the dairy cow.
The big brown eyes.
To the old county line road.
Cornfield of dream. Cornfield of dream. Cornfield of dream.
Who's coming out tonight, Molly? Only Molly can see him.
It's Johnny Cash. Daddy still misses someone.
Hey, listen. Now listen. What is this? What does John want?
I go out on a party.
What key do you want in?
A.
Okay. That means just one up. Does that work? Boy, I hate doing that. I got 15 guitars all tuned to the right key. Okay. Okay, John, get ready for this. I can't see him, but Molly can.
Hey, John.
Got it?
At my door.
At my door, the leaves are falling. The cold, wild wind will come. And I know you're out there somewhere. 'Cause I still miss someone.
I still miss someone.
I go out on a party and I look for a little fun. But I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone.
I still miss someone.
I still miss someone.
At my door the leaves are falling.
Boy, I need a good book here.
Good book. Good book.
Yep, the good book. Here she is right there. Good book. Good pig. Right here. Take a look at that pig. Is that a good looking pig or what?
Good looking pig, Dad.
Woo! Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Do you feel the Holy Ghost running through you, all?
I feel it, Dad.
In the country and western stress box?
Yeah, country and western band.
Well, I got a question for you. Why do all the new country singers have to keep telling us over and over how much country boys they are?
Because they're not singing country music. So
Yeah,
they have to
they're
just
just
say country
like
in the
I
song.
heard a new one, and this guy's not very young. His name is Blake Shelton. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got a new one out. Forget what it. Come Back as a Country Boy. It's called.
Mm-hmm.
Every single line is a lie. He's talking about his old truck.
Yeah.
He's talking about all these things that make him a country boy. He's a stinking multi-millionaire, a million times over, can buy anything in the world that he wants, and he's telling all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. They love him. People, they want to be lied to. You know the head of the Panthers? And I was thinking about something. This is pretty interesting.
Malcolm X?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and he's done a lot of philosophical stuff.
Yeah.
He said, women want to be exploited.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't exploit them, they will exploit you.
Okay.
And I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I thought, I think that might be true, because you know what exploitation is? It's development.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't keep them developing,
Mm-hmm.
they'll keep you developing. So the whole context gets to be an evolutionary thing.
Oh.
Well, you're wiping your chin. Is that a signal?
No,
Oh, okay.
I had some stuff on my chin.
And then the other thing, the other backup to it I got was, who's that? Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
You know that song of Billie Holiday's where she says, I don't care if my old man beats me up. I don't care if he takes all my money. I leave well enough alone. Or what's it called?
I don't know.
Oh, you know the hook, don't you?
No.
Oh, that's a famous song, for God's
Well,
sake.
I'm sorry, Dad. I don't
Dude,
know
you don't know
this
Billie
song.
Holiday at all?
No, I don't know Billie Holiday at all, Dad.
Oh. Well, I thought you did. Ain't nobody's business but my own.
Yeah, I definitely know that song.
See that? I told you. But just work with that.
Yeah. Well, different times too, Dad. You gotta, I would not be okay with that. I would want other people to make it their business.
Yeah, to each his own. I don't know. What do I know? I'm only a whine.
I don't know why you're talking about this, Dad.
Oh, is that the
talking about conflict?
Hey, why do? Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Exploitation across the nation. You want to sing a song, Dad?
Yep. What is it?
I fought the law.
And where do you want to fight the law? This happened to me, so.
In a B. In a high up here B.
A few times, right, Mom? It happens if you feel, if you've got a free spirit, you can easily get in trouble with the law, Mom.
There you go.
Yeah, and you can see it, so that makes you able to put it.
That's wrong.
That would work.
Right there.
Okay, never mind.
Right there.
What is it again?
I'm breaking rocks in the sun.
Alabama 3. I wrote this right after,
Broke some rocks in the hot sun.
I was breaking the rocks on the movie set, and I found out they weren't paying me, so I went and got the head dude, and it happened to be Harvey Weinstein. And I told him he was going to pay up, or I'm going to choke him. The next thing I heard was the sirens. And by the time they got to the door, I was choking. It was right after that I wrote this song. I'm breaking rocks in the hot sun. I fought the loud one. I fought the loud one. I needed money 'cause I had none. I fought the loud one. I fought the loud one. Every I miss my baby and I feel so bad. Oh, I guess my race is run. She's the best girl I ever had. I fought the loud one. I fought the loud one. I was robbing people with a 6 gun. I fought the loud one. I fought the loud one. Oh, now I miss my baby and my 6 gun. I fought the loud one. I fought the loud one. I said I miss my baby and I feel so bad. I guess my race is run. She's the best girl I ever had. I fought the loud one. I fought the loud one. I was breaking rocks in the hot sun. I fought the loud one. 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 You know what happened when you back off? It was just as high. I don't know what's going down on there, Hank.
I didn't sing anything. I stopped on. I guess my race is run.
No, I watched you back off like I asked you to do.
Yeah.
But it didn't make any difference in here.
Oh.
I don't know why that is.
But I wasn't singing, so why would it even be in
You were singing? Well, never mind. What's next, Mom?
Just when I needed you most, Dad. Just when I needed you most.
There's one thing that I should tell people that conflict, it is. It's how you make up the puzzles and you get them worked out and all that kind of thing. But you know what? How you get rich?
How?
it's not as much on it's more cooperation.
Ooh.
It's a funny thing because that's what communism, they're trying to force that in it. That doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
But cooperation, if you think about corporations and things that make a lot of money,
Yeah.
that's about cooperation.
Yeah.
Sure, there's conflict within there, but really the bottom line to making the money
Yeah.
is cooperation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, just thought Vlad might want to hear that.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, his money's got off now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not making much now.
They're filling up the prisons with the Russian people protesting, too.
Nice. Good move.
Okay, you better stop now. What's the song?
Just when I needed you most.
You packed in the morning, I stared out the window and I... Wrong thing.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. You packed in the morning and I stared out the window and I struggled for something to say.
Yeah. You left in the rain without closing the door. I didn't stand in your way.
Where's the thing? You packed in the morning, I stared out the window and I struggled for something to say. Left in the rain without saying a word. I never stood in your way. I miss you more than I missed you before, and I where I find comfort. God knows that you left me just when I needed you most.
Yeah, you left me just when I needed you most.
Now every morning I stare out the window and I wonder where you might be. I've written you letters that I'd like to send if you would just send one to me. I love you more than I loved you before, and I where I find comfort. God knows that you left me just when I needed you most.
Yeah, you left me just when I needed you most.
Now every morning I stare out the window and I wonder where you might be. I've written you letters that I'd like to send if you would just send one to me. I love you more than I loved you before, and I where I find comfort. God knows, but you left me just when I needed you most.
Yeah, you left me just when I needed you most.
You left me just when I needed you most. Let me alone there.
Well, you came in faster than I expected.
What, do you want me to sing another verse?
No, you usually left a little bit of thing in between.
Oh, you made a little guitar work?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right, we just need to sing sorry, and then we're home free. You got that?
You got the three doors. The evolution, survival, procreation
Yeah.
are part of evolution.
Yeah.
But evolution is the big push underneath because people die
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah.
for what they feel their purpose and meaning is.
Yeah.
So although evolution, survival, and procreation are the big thing,
Yeah.
you've got those doors.
Yeah.
Door number 1, purpose and meaning. Door number 2, order and security. And door number 3, connection to nature.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when one guy gets his purpose and meaning, gets the puzzle.
Yeah.
Remember I talked about the puzzle
Mhm.
and conflict?
Yeah.
They get different ideas
Yeah.
about that purpose and meaning.
Yeah.
They get different ideas about that order and security.
Yeah.
And you know what's hilarious about the whole thing? They
What?
don't know it's all about evolution. This shit is brand new.
They don't know where they're going.
No. No, they're just thinking survival and procreation. You know, how can I
Yeah.
make my people richer and all
Yeah.
that kind of. They don't get it. I think everybody needs to know. It's all about evolving.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the paradigm for philosophy, critical thought, psychotherapy, psychology, everything.
I think some people know.
No, they don't.
No?
How do they know?
I think they just know that
From listening to
about
the show?
that it's about evolving. I think some people know this.
No, they. Oh, if they do, then I want you to get them a hold of me right away.
Okay.
Because I thought I discovered it.
No.
Well, I didn't.
Well, everyone.
Somebody discovered the impetus of the human brain? You know of this?
No, I just mean I think they know like we need to evolve as a species.
Oh, well, that's nothing. Okay, forget it. What are we singing now?
Sorry.
There's a whole thing called evolutionary science. I mean, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know this. They don't know that the impetus of the human brain is to evolve. Right in your brain.
Right.
All our brains.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
That's what changes it.
It's never been put like that.
It's because they never saw it.
No, I'm agreeing with you. You want some conflict, Dad?
Yeah, me love a conflict. Me love to have conflict. What do you got there?
Sorry.
Oh. No. I don't know what song that is, but anyway. Sorry. It's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me. It's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, forgive me. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Baby, if I told you the right words, right time, you'd be mine. Would you be mine? Sorry, it's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Well, you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Baby, if I told you the right word, the right time, would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Sorry. Yeah. Get the pig out. I was writing on the spot there.
It's I love you.
I rewrote. Oh, what?
I love you.
At the end?
No, I love you. It's all that you can say.
Oh, well, we missed it?
Yeah.
Well, nice. Why,
Okay,
why,
it's
did,
okay,
why didn't
it's
you let
okay.
us know before we got there? Well, your life will never be the same, that's for sure. You know, after seeing a show, if you think a butterfly's wing falls off in Timbuktu and somebody drops dead over in Belarus, or wherever. I shouldn't have said Belarus. Whatever. Imagine what's going to happen to you after you watch a show like this. Oh, determinism. Okay, listen. Because if you need, if you got somebody who needs it for anxiety, depression, all the rest of it, get down to Gripping Heart at Patreon, because the whole works is down there. And you get to ask any damn thing you want to know about. Because when you got your health, you got just about everything. So you all come back now, you hear? And down in London, France, in underpants, good crack in Ireland. Y'all come back now, yeah?